Hello, my friends. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. It is Tuesday afternoon. I hope. If you're like me, you might be losing track of the days and the times, but I'm pretty sure we're Tuesday now, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I am happy to get on with you today because it is the first Tuesday of a new month, and those of you who have been watching and following my Facebook Lives, you will know that the first Tuesday of a new month is exciting because that's when I announce the new product of the month. So today I will be announcing the new product of the month, and I'm actually really excited about it. I'll also, hi Donna, glad you got on. I also thought it would be fun as we're waiting for people to log on. I'll show you some of the cards that I've been stamping and creating. The Stampin' for Fun Craft Cave is not closed during this pandemic. We are open for business. We are busy down here. There's still lots of cutting and prepping and packing and designing. So I love being able to share all the different creations with you. So while we're waiting for people to log on, I will show you some of those creations. So for those of you who joined in with Half Price Bingo, was it last week? I'm losing track of time. I think maybe it was last week. Hi, Debbie. These were the cards that we did at Half Price Bingo Stampin' Night, and that was really just a stamping class that was fun. We played some games and we stamped some cards. Of course, it's a stamping class, so I thought I would show you. I don't know whether I had a chance to show you the cards from that class. Let me see. Sorry that it's all backwards, but I thought you guys would like to be inspired by what I've been stamping and what's been going on in my classes. Hi Joy, hi Kathy. So this is one of the cards. I love this one because it's so cheerful. So cheerful, and the sentiment came from, I think it's Timeless Textures, maybe is the stamp set. So that was kind of a nice one to use during this time. I'm sorry it's backwards, but I'm afraid, I think I know how to turn it the right way, but I don't want to touch it in case it goes wrong. But it says, take time to do what makes your soul happy. So this is, I think, a perfect time to send a card like that out. So that's what one of the cards we made at our recent Stampin' Bingo night. Here's another one, also perfect for this time of year, the Hello Friend, not this time of year, but this season that's going on right now. I have been sending out tons of cards, so I don't know if you have been sending out tons of cards, but if you're a card maker like me, this is the time that we dig through our stash of all the beautiful things we've been making, and we send them out to bless people. We send them out to let them know we're thinking of them. We send them out to encourage people. So calling all card makers out there, don't worry about, I know lots of us keep the cards that we love. I mean, hence why this is still sitting on my table a week or two after my class, and I haven't mailed it out because if you're like me, when you create something, you love it so much, you want to keep it near you and near your heart, and so you can look at it for inspiration. But that's why I make two, because I can send one and I can keep one. So if you are a card maker, you need to be sending your cards. Now is the time to be sending cards to bless people. I know there's a lot of people during this time that are a little isolated, a little lonely, a little discouraged. Now's the time to send the cards. And if you're not a card maker or you haven't made cards lately, you need to stay connected with me, because during this time I've got lots of classes that are perfect for beginners or more advanced crafters. And it's great to be, I don't know, it's just great that I have a job that I can still continue working during this time, and I get to bring a little bit of happiness. I like to think I'm bringing a little bit of happiness to people while everyone's cooped up at home. So, oh, this was the other card that we made at my class. It could be used as a baby card or any kind of congratulations card. It had the cute punch out elephants. So I'm getting pretty creative now with sending, since I have to do all my classes online and I have to mail out little card packets. I've been using more punch outs and more die cuts so people can just glue and assemble. I believe this elephant punch is retiring, so if you think this baby's cute, these cute little elephants, they've even got cute little flappy ears, you're gonna have to want to get onto my online store to order these cute little elephants before they're gone. I haven't checked lately, I don't know whether they're already gone. So that's what I've been stamping lately. And then we had technique class yesterday, and that was super fun. Always a bit of fear and trembling with technique class. Hi, Carrie. Because this time we were doing fancy folds, and some of the folds were kind of crazy, and I was like, are people going to be able to see it on the Zoom camera? But I saw most of the people in the class, they held up what they made, and they did a great job. So let me show you a couple cards from that class, just to keep you inspired there. Ta-da. Okay, so here's one of them. Oops. So they were all like kind of fancy fold cards. I gotta find my favorite. But this one is like a pull-out one using the Bonanza one. So there we go. See how it pulls out like that? Oh, Carrie, I'm so glad that you're relaxing on your day off, enjoying the sunshine, and that I get to connect with you, even though we're in the same neighborhood. But we can't go for a walk like we used to. Or, you know what? I think some people have been going for walks, just staying 6 feet apart. So maybe we could try that. You know, I could walk on the sidewalk. Well, okay, you could walk on the sidewalk and I could walk on the road or something. Okay, so here's another one of the pull-out cards. Okay, and then my favorite one was the kite one. Anyway, I'll see if I can find the kite one to show you guys. But technique class, we always learn something new. So it's always the first Monday of the month. So mark your calendars and text me. Let me know if you're interested in joining in the June technique class, which I have a suspicious feeling is also going to be virtual and not in person. I know everybody's trying to be extra careful. So even if you don't live in the Markham area or GTA area, I saw Debbie popping in from Edmonton. I think it's Edmonton, you said. So yes, anywhere in Canada can participate in my technique classes when I do them on Zoom. Okay, so I was trying to keep you in suspense. Are you in suspense about the product of the month and what it's going to be this month? Dun, 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 dun. I feel like we need a drum roll. So for those of you that haven't tuned in to Tuesday at 2 before, what I usually do is I demonstrate and stamp a project using the product of the month. And the product of the month is just a product that I choose. It's not a Stampin' Up! Thing. It's just something that I choose, a specific product that I want to highlight during the whole month. So each Tuesday at 2, I will show a different project using the product of the month. So last month we just finished a whole month of using the Witticism stamp set. So did you guys enjoy that? Many of you liked the really cute witty sentiments in that one. And many of you placed online orders, so you got that class in the mail. So they are already in the mail. They are not here on my desk anymore, so you should be receiving them, those of you who shopped online and took advantage of the April online ordering special. But it's a new month, so here we go. Now I will take you out of suspense. The product of the month that I'm showcasing for May is the Breathtaking Bouquet stamp. It is a large background stamp. So I'm going to stamp something with it today. I already stamped the card, but I was thinking, yeah, I might change it up a bit when I'm stamping it for you because I like to be exciting that way. This is real drama, real life, real stamping. Okay, so we'll see. Fingers crossed that it works the way I want. This is a stamp set that is retiring, and so that's why I chose it, because I feel I did not use it enough, as much as it deserved. I was super happy about purchasing it. I did use it a little bit, but I want to give it a final send-off a glorious send-off that I think it deserves. So you can purchase that, but after June the 2nd, it'll be gone, no longer able to order it, and it will be saying farewell and retiring. Okay, so are you guys excited to see what I make with that? So let's flip the camera over. Sorry, I hope I don't make any of you dizzy as I do this. Sometimes the switcheroo, I don't have a very high-tech system over here. It's just very basic. But hopefully, oh, okay, let's see. It gave me some warning here. Hopefully, we will be okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's a new month with a new host code. Those of you who want to check out any of the specials online, want to shop online, just head to genevieve.stampinup.net. When you use that host code, you will get a free class kit, which will be all the pre-cut pieces and cardstock for the projects that I'll be showing in Tuesday at 2. So let's see if I can get rid of that shadow a little bit. Let's see if I can find my glasses, which it's not looking promising that I have them here. And then let's see, why don't we get started? So this is our stamp set of the month. Oh, I put this here to remind me to show you guys a quick sneak peek of my masculine card class at the end of the month. I priced this just right, so hopefully everybody can participate. It's only $20 to participate in this masculine card class. I tell you, all year I love to stamp with flowers and flourishes and butterflies, and then May is always the month that I suddenly think, oh, I should stamp for boys because Father's Day is coming up. Even if you don't have a father to send a card to, there's probably some man in your life that deserves a nice card when we celebrate men in June. So the price is just right for the masculine card class. You actually get to make 4 cards. Envelopes are included. All the pre-cut pieces, cardstock, the whole kit will be mailed to you. It's only $20, and it's almost like a pandemic special. I just want people to do something fun at this time. I am including a ink pad of your choice in the class. The ink pad value is, I think it's $10.25 if you want to just purchase an ink pad, but this class will include an ink pad of your choice. I will mail the ink pad with your card kit, and you can join in Zoom on May the 27th at 6:30 to make the cards with me, and we'll have a nice time. Okay, so you can register for that on my website. So let's get started. I keep kind of eyeing around to see if I can find my glasses anywhere, but hopefully we'll be okay. I'm also going to plug in I haven't seen any comments come up lately, so I'm a little worried I did something funny to my phone. Oh, here's the comments. Okay, something got funny. Okay, oh, Joy says she wants me to sign her up. Yes, I can sign you up. Okay, it is so pretty. Okay, so let's get started. I wanted to use I really like kind of soft, calming colors. It just makes me feel happy. So I'm going to go with a nice neutral, the crumb cake color. This is our 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Nice heavy weight to it, so it's perfect for making cards. Our Stampin' Up! Cardstock is a great weight. The color is dyed all the way through, so you got a nice core when you cut the paper. I am going to cut it at the 5.5 inch mark, and that will be our card base. Okay, so one sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock will give you 2 cards. It's great. And then I'm going to just flip it around, and I am going to score it at 4 1/4. If you don't have a good paper trimmer, personal paper trimmer, this is the one that you should use. Yes, Laura, I saw your registration come through. I just didn't have a chance to text you about how you want to pay and what color ink pad you want, but you can just text me that. Okay, so this is our card base. And then I'm going to do a Whisper White layer. So let me grab that. I always keep all my scraps in here. So we'll use Whisper White, and this is where I'm gonna show you. So when you're doing layers for your cards, those of you who are newer stampers, this is kind of the standard card size that most of us use. So I just imagine I'm going 1/4 of an inch down from this. So this actual base is going to be 5.5 by 4.25. So when I do the layer, I'm just taking off 1/4 of an inch. So it's going to be 4 inches by 5.25. So let me cut the 5.25 first. Okay, so this is very common measurements that we use all the time in card making. Okay, and this trimmer is so smooth, so easy to use. Okay, and see how it layers perfectly on top of the card, leaving a bit of a border. So that's always nice. And then if I wanted to go down another 1/4 of an inch to make another layer, I can do that. But I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to go with our Pool Party cardstock. As I said, I like calming colors, and the Subtles family is great for that. Let's see whether this is big enough. So we're going to go down another 1/4 of an inch. So it'll be 3 3/4. Yep, perfect. By 5 inches. Okay, 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then this will be the third layer on top. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's a very common sort of layers. If you're just learning to make cards, those are some great measurements to keep in mind and use. So I wanted to just add some texture to this. So I am going to emboss it. I'll show you. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you can see, but I keep all my embossing folders and kind of like dies all in a big box. I don't know if this is the most efficient and effective way to store my stuff. So if you guys want to comment in the comments about how you store your dies and embossing folders, let me know, because this is always the situation. I'm always kind of digging through, looking for the embossing folder I want. I'm going to use the Brick and Mortar embossing folder. And so let me move this out of the way so that we don't... but yeah, I'd love to hear about your ideas of how you store your embossing folders and dies, because I'm always digging around looking for the one I need. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this in here. So it's got a fun kind of brick look to it. And I will put this in here and try and keep it straight so it's not crooked. And get my friend the Big Shot out. So this is no longer available from Stampin' Up, but they will be coming out with a new embossing folder, new embossing machine. But in the meantime, we are just carrying on with this one. Although I'm noticing that I'm missing a plate. So let's see if we can find what we need. Okay, so for those of you that have the Big Shot, any of the new embossing folders, you do need to use this blue plate. Yes, Carrie, yours are disorganized too. Okay. Meredith says yours are in a plastic box. Yeah, which is very similar to my box idea. I just feel like there must be a solution that I'm unaware of. Okay, so any of the new embossing folders, if you're using the Big Shot, they do require this blue plate. So they are retiring this blue plate. So if you don't have it, I would strongly suggest purchasing it before it disappears, because the reason it's disappearing is because Stampin' Up! Will come out with a new machine. But those of you who already have the Big Shot, you may not want to buy a new machine, but you may want to get the new embossing folders. So I would suggest getting this blue plate so that you can use it if you don't have a blue plate yet. Okay. Okay, so look at that. Our lovely Pool Party paper just became a brick wall. pool party paper. Isn't that fun? Okay, yes, Carrie, yeah, you should know that. I think I was asking your daughter if she had a blue plate, so I think the times when she's helped me, I've loaned her mine, because I think she said she didn't have one. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. Okay, so that is going to be our next layer. Okay, and then I'm going to put this aside because I'm going to kind of do the focal point with our Breathtaking Bouquet stamp. So look at how big this stamp is. There's so many different things we can do with it, so that's why I'm excited to make this the product of the month. So next week you must tune in because it'll be a different card. But this week I am actually going to, you can purchase a very large block to put this onto, or this stamp set can be purchased on a wood block. Okay, so you can either buy it mounted on a wood block, or you can just get it like this, which is a cling, but then you need a large clear block for it to go onto. The other way you can also use this one is the way that I'm going to show you today, is I am going to use the Stamparatus. So how many of you have used the Stamparatus before? I often, I often stamp a bunch of things and I was like, oh, that would have been perfect for the Stamparatus. So let me show you, I'll give you a little quick look at what the Stamparatus is like. It comes like this. Okay, and it comes with 2 plates. Here's one, and here is the second one. Okay, and it comes with a second plate. So where you don't actually need the second plate, I just kind of want to show you where it goes. Okay, so basically, I have an occupational therapy background. This is an adaptive aid for your stamping. So what you can do is you can buy this extra grid paper, which I like to use, just to kind of keep things a little neat and clean there. And then you can put the stamp, oh, sorry, I think it got cut off in the camera. I put the stamp, I mount it right onto the plastic plate here, okay? I don't know why today I'm having trouble seeing the comments. Okay, so there we go. And then you can actually put a magnet. It comes with 2 magnets, and so this just helps to keep my little grid paper in place, or if I'm using other paper. And then I'm going to take some of our Whisper White paper, okay, and I am going to stamp my Breathtaking Bouquet on it. Okay, so because of my card design, I don't need a giant sheet there. Okay, so I'm just going to put this here. Actually, when I'm using a background stamp, I like to line it up with the lines on the grid paper, and sometimes I even kind of make a mark of where I have it positioned. And the reason why I do this, I don't think I need it today because I'm not making multiples, but the Stamparatus is fantastic if you're doing a bunch of cards. So just think Christmas time when you're making like 20 of some design or something like that. Everything is already mounted on here, and you can just keep stamping. You can just keep going, just change your paper. You know exactly where to put it. It's always in the same spot. And if you stamp it and it doesn't get the most perfect image that you want, you can just do it again. So if you had, I mean, it's different because this is a background stamp, but if you were doing like a little smaller stamp, I would even put my, if I was doing a smaller stamp and I wanted it just in the center of the paper, I would usually put my magnet right onto the paper so that it's not moving. But since I kind of want to cover the whole paper with the image, I'm going to put my magnet down here. Okay, and then I am going to use crumb cake so that it matches with the cardstock that we used on this card. Okay, and then to ink it up, oh, I know I'm a bit off the camera. Maybe it's easier if I do it this way. Haha! Okay, so all I'm going to do to ink it up is I am tapping my crumb cake ink pad onto the stamp. So those of you just tuning in, you may have missed, but I'm having a card class special this month. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Hopefully you're still there. I don't know why my phone is telling me strange messages today. Okay. And then, oh, let me move this magnet out of the way. I'm going to stamp. Okay. That's it. Yes, I know. I should use my Stamparatus more. It has so much versatility. And the great thing is, it just stays on there. Okay. And I've got the image right on there. Okay. So, what we're going to do, so that's the Stamparatus. There's more things about it, but since it's not a Stamparatus, there's more I want to tell you about it, but since the Stamparatus is not actually the product of the month, I should go back to my original plan here. So just a reminder for those of you tuning in, the card that I'm making today is one of the cards that you'll get free in the free class for using the host code. If you place an online order in May using this host code, if your order is $50 or more, you will get all 4 card pieces, everything pre-cut, pre-embossed, delivered to your door, along with tutorials on how to make the cards. If your order isn't $50, that's okay. I'll just send you the written tutorials, and you can use your own cardstock to make up the cards. Okay, so what I'm doing is I am going to cut this 1 1/4 inches. Okay, 1 1/4 inches. Okay, so I'm making it square, 1 1/4 inches square. Okay, so what's fun about this, the card that I'm making, I could actually do several of them because I have all of this part that I can use as well. So I could use this other side because I noticed I was a little bit off here. There's some little white, so maybe I'll do that. Cut this at 1 1/4. Oh, I wish I had my glasses. I'm sure I'll find them right after this is done. Okay, 1 1/4. We're just gonna make 3 1 1/4 squares. Okay, there's another one. I don't know. Maybe I'll do this one down here. Okay. So sometimes we think background stamps have to be used in their full glory, just like that. And you will see in future weeks that I will use the whole stamp just as it is. But today I was just showing you that background stamps, you don't have to use it that way. I'm just using like parts of the background stamp. See, I cut them 1 1/4 inch square. And then I'm going to get some of the crumb cake, and I'll just make a little mat. So maybe I'll do 1 3/8 of an inch. So just a little bigger than the 1 1/4. And I'll make a little mat, just a little border for it. Okay, so this trimmer is great because it has quarter measurements. It has it like for eighths. It even has it sort of for the 16ths. But it also means there's a lot of lines on this trimmer, so sometimes I make a mistake. I think I just did there. 1 3/8. Sorry, that's what I'm going for. So just before the 1/2 inch mark. That's why that one looks a little off. Okay, and then we'll do the same here. Okay, I don't know whether anyone managed to give me any great ideas for storing my dies and embossing folders. I would love to hear. Okay, so I think I can move this trimmer out of the way for now. Okay, and let me get my snail. And we can glue those right on. Okay. So we're just creating 3 little squares. I know in the past you guys have said you kind of like not seeing the final project and you like staying in mystery as I create it, because then you can see the final project as it transpires. Okay, so see how the crumb cake ink coordinates so perfectly with the crumb cake cardstock. That's one reason that I fell in love with Stampin' Up! Products. Makes it so easy to create. Okay, so I can start to glue these layers down that I had previously cut before. Okay, and our card is almost done. I love the texture that the embossing makes. I feel like the colors are very calming too, but if you've got more of a hankering for bright, cheerful, you could totally also do this card with bright primary colors as well. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put them in the center here. Okay. I don't know which I like better, whether I like this in the middle. So it's really like just giving you a hint of kind of a floral garden, and it's actually a bouquet, right? Like a breathtaking bouquet. I'm going to pop them up using our Stampin' Dimensionals, which will give some lift. Okay, and what I'll do is kind of do the top and the bottom. Hopefully I'm staying centered. Okay, there we go. And then it's nice to use a little sentiment. So there's all different kinds. I think I'm going to use this retiring stamp set here and just pick the little hello from it. And just put that on a block. Okay. And then use a little scrap piece of Whisper White. I think I've got some scrappy Whisper White here, and I'm just going to stick with the same color, the crumb cake color. Okay. Pop that on there, a little hello, and then I will punch it out using this label punch. I like punches, even if I'm not even using the shape of the punch. I'm not using the actual shape, but just getting the size that I want, I like. Okay, and then, I don't know, I thought it would be nice to kind of put that hello off to the side there. My mini dimensionals would be perfect for this, but to save you guys from watching me hunt down my mini dimensionals, I'll just cut this dimensional in half, pop it on the back, and finish off with the sentiment. So I cannot, I mean, I think the card is fine the way it is, but I can't help myself. I really want to, there you go. I really want to put a little bit of embellishment. So I think pearls would be the perfect little gem here. Okay, so this, I just wanted to show you the Breathtaking Bouquet. This will be our product of the month. So, oops, I lost my pearl. Okay, so that'll be our product of the month. We can jazz it up a bit with some pearls. I can't help myself, right? I don't know. I really needed to put some pearls on. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea and an introduction to our new product of the month, the Breathtaking Bouquet background stamp. So if you want to see the other projects that I'm going to be doing, make sure to tune in every Tuesday, 2 p.m. during the month of May, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, during the month of May, and you will see each week a different project using the Breathtaking Bouquet stamp set. Oh, I see some people just tuned in. So if you're just tuning in, you can always go back and watch the replay. But just a quick reminder, I did forget to mention that I love to give out prizes. So if you comment or share the video, you'll be entered into a little prize drawing. So last week's prize winner is actually Lindsay. I don't know if Lindsay hopped on, Lindsay B. but she's pretty regular about watching and commenting. So congratulations, Lindsay. You're last week's winner. I'll send you a little prize. And then just a reminder that this will be the card class of the month. So if you place an online order on my store, just go to genevieve.stampinup.net and click Shop Now. You will be able to shop to your heart's content. Don't forget to pick up this stamp set if it catches your eye, because it is retiring and won't be available after June the 2nd, but you can purchase whatever you want. When you use that host code and your order is $50 or more, I will send you the card making kits, including envelopes, all the pre-cut card pieces, pre-embossed, the little embellishments, everything, for all the projects that I will be showcasing using this stamp set in May. So it's like a free Breathtaking Bouquet class mailed to your door with your minimum $50 order on my online store. It's okay if your order doesn't hit $50. I will still send you the written tutorials so that you've got all the instructions, all the measurements in one place, and you can enjoy the class as well. Okay, so let me flip this around and see if we can get, I don't know, my phone, oh, this is, let me see, sorry guys. There we go. Okay, let's flip the light on. Sorry, I'm so grassroots over here. My phone, flipping it around. Actually, Kevin brought a new kind of mount for me to try, so I didn't get a chance to try it yet, but he has more technological knowledge than me. But you guys are so great. You continue to watch week after week, even though I don't have any crazy mad techie skills, but I do love sharing stamping with you, and I do love sharing what's new with Stampin' Up! With you, and I love sharing my upcoming classes and having you participate, and I hope we can just bring a smile to each other's faces during this time. Today was a really big, exciting day. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to say. It was a really big, exciting day in my world because today was the first day as a demonstrator that we were allowed to pre-order from the new Stampin' Up! Catalog. So you guys can't see the new Stampin' Up! Catalog yet if you're not a demonstrator, but it will be coming in June. But now is the time. If you would like to join and be a part of a really fun community, if you want to get your stamps at a 20% discount all the time and join in all the fun team activities I have and the fun community and the card challenges and our stamping nights, all of that stuff, think about getting the starter kit. Let me know you want to join my team. It is only $135, no tax, no shipping. You get to choose $165 worth of stuff. And my direct team members, I love to pamper them. I love to connect with them. I love to share whatever skills and knowledge and experience I have with them. So, and then if you do join now is a great time because you can fill your starter kit with the things in the pre-order. So you can get brand new catalog stuff in your starter kit so that you can start playing right away. So I'd love to have you join my team. I'd love to have you join some of my classes. I'd love to see you every Tuesday so that you can see what new projects I'm going to be showing in May with the Breathtaking Bouquet stamp set. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to comment, and I'll do the draw next week. Thanks. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for commenting. Have a great day.